38-year-old Eddie Sanchez, jailed for alleged theft, fleeing, and reckless driving, among other charges. CNN was unable to reach his attorney. The end of the front-end loader chase that had even cops saying, "Get a load of this." Jeannie Most, CNN, New York.
Well, sometimes you need to fight fire with fire, and fire in this case is a front-end loader and a front-end loader, and I am just curious what he planned on doing with the front-end loader once he got away. Good thing he did not. Coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, a travel alert for anyone crossing from I-182 to US 395 today in Pasco. Road closures may affect your drive. And there were a few groundbreakings in the Yakima Valley over the weekend, how these future projects may affect you and bring a boost to the local economy. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Riley Fitzgerald. It is 6 o'clock on the dot on Monday morning, April 1st. Let's check in right away with your meteorologist, Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what can we expect as we're waking up this morning?
It is a little bit chilly, Riley, but it's going to be another beautiful day. If you enjoyed the weather this past weekend, well, we're going to be a little bit warmer today and a lot warmer tomorrow. So let's take a live look outside of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. We do see the sky getting a little bit brighter. That's sunrise now about 35 minutes away, and that sunset gets later and later every day, with that sunset close to 7:30 tonight. 47 right now in Tri-Cities, 47 Walla Walla, 39 in Dayton, 44 Connell, and we're at 35 degrees in Yakima. So as we go throughout the day today in Tri-Cities, we'll see plenty of sunshine, lower 60s by 12, lower 70s for highs by 5 o'clock. So well above the average, a good 10 degrees above the average for this time of year. In Yakima, we'll see temperatures around 40 at 8, 62 by noon, 72 degrees with plenty of sunshine by 5 o'clock. We were in the 60s this weekend in Walla Walla. We'll make it into the upper 60s once again today, lower 60s by noon, 68 by 5, and everyone should be in the 70s tomorrow. In fact, we're talking about near record warmth. So we'll break down the chances of us breaking those records in a couple of cities, and we'll also have your forecast coming up and when we'll see temperatures drop big time back down into the 50s. Riley, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. WashDOT is planning to close the eastbound ramp from I-182 to northbound 395 in Pasco for roadway repairs. That's the exit that takes people towards Connell, Pullman, and Spokane. They'll also be closing the ramp from 395 northbound to I-182 westbound. That's scheduled for today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. There will be detours in place, but if you have to drive through that area, you will need to plan for delays. The last day to remove studded tires, according to the Washington Department of Transportation, was yesterday. Tickets from Washington State Patrol for having studded tires cost $137 outside of the November 1st through March 31st dates, so if you haven't had them removed, now is the time. The city of Umatilla revealed its new pedestrian bridge in the works. 5 years in the making, the more than $6 million project is replacing the previous bridge destroyed by floods in 2019 and 2020. The bridge is funded by FEMA, the city, and Oregon's Special Public Works Grant Fund. In-water work starts May 6th, and the city says community members can expect to see a lot of construction in the area during spring and early summer. It's expected to be done by the end of the year. The city of Ellensburg broke ground this weekend on Unity Park, a new half-acre gathering space at 4th and Pearl Street. It's located at the former Rotary Pavilion site, which has hosted community events and activities for 40 years. Planning started back in 2018 on the almost $2.7 million project, which is being paid for through federal COVID relief funds. The new park will have open turf area, a performance stage, public restrooms, tables, and chairs.
We really want this to be kind of an anchor for our downtown and really bring people here, keep them here for long periods of time so they can enjoy the local establishments.
The groundbreaking happened over the weekend at 4th and Pearl Street. The city is hoping the park will be open by early August. The Zilla community came out to celebrate a groundbreaking at what the city calls the future of the city's business scene. The Parkway Plaza is a new development that hopes to bridge the gap between Interstate 82 and the Vintage Valley Parkway as a hub for commerce. It's set on the recently completed 3-mile-long Vintage Valley Parkway. The Parkway Plaza totals 15,000 feet and promises a mix of retail stores, restaurants, and professional office spaces. Walla Walla Public Schools is getting nearly $5 million in grants to help pay for more than a dozen new electric school buses. Most of that money will be coming from the EPA. The district says they've already placed an order for 15 buses just like these ones in the Pasco School District, which should start arriving next spring. They're also working on plans to install charging stations for the buses this fall. Applications are open now for the Yakima Valley College's Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Business Management for next school year. The program is designed for students who have an AA or 90 college level credits looking to get a bachelor's degree. It combines hands-on application of management practice with management theory and experience. The deadline for this coming school year is May 31st. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, rivers breathe, according to researchers at the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. Coming up, the research that's happening locally that's changing the way we understand our world. And a live look outside right now. Sun is coming up a little bit. We'll be back with more headlines right after this.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I can go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now.
Need burger? Get burger! Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger, only at Carl's Jr.
How long do I have to wait?
Watch Thursday at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Hi, I'm Bruce Shaver. These are my 2 sons, Gary and John, and we built this deck.
We won't settle for anything less than contractor grade.
So we get all of our building materials and supplies from PAR.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest 16-page savings book. Pick up a copy in-store today. Save $30 on a Nextgrill 3-burner gas grill. Member priced at just $149.99. Planters jumbo-size cashews and deluxe mixed nuts are $4 off, now just $17.99. Plus save on Ball 12-count pint-sized canning jars and lids. Find these savings and more in our latest savings book at Bi-Mart. Northwest employee-owned for 20 years.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. At Furniture Row, we stock furniture that is value priced, built to last, and looks fabulous. And during the Spring into Savings Sale, find huge discounts throughout the store, like the Reno sofa for only $497, the Espresso Dining Group at only $498, the Glenwood Bedroom Group now just $1578, and save $100 on any Buena Vista mattress, plus 4 years no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. The Spring into Savings Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger. Yeah!
Fly the Northwest over a state fish hatchery. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back. People breathe, and so do animals and bugs and plants. And according to researchers at PNNL, even rivers. Apple Valley News Now's Alyssa Warner got an inside look at research that's happening, that's changing the way we understand our world.
The sensors will measure different parameters. The YSI, which is down here that I already threw in, and that one measures dissolved oxygen. And then this one measures conductivity, pH, temperature, and turbidity.
On the banks of the Yakima River on the first day of spring,
field researchers are gathering samples and data.
This might look a little weird because I'm going to fill it up 3 times and let it overflow. So this is for dissolved inorganic carbon, and we want no air pockets at all in there. So we fill it up 3 times to make sure that we flush it out and make sure there's no air bubbles or anything in there.
Breathing at its most basic level is getting oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. Your lungs do that automatically. With a river, the process is a little different.
Green things that are in the river photosynthesize, and so they bring in carbon that's in the gas phase in the atmosphere, bring it into their body, and then they can hold on to it. But then there's other processes that will release the carbon.
We want to understand really well what is happening in different river ecosystems under different river settings. And once we really have this understanding, we can put it into models. And these models are going to help us understand better the future of the world.
Sometimes the data reveals something unexpected. One example, the aftermath of a wildfire that ripped through tens of thousands of acres north of Natchez in late summer 2020. Wildfires normally change conditions in nearby rivers, but that's not what happened here.
We're going out there every month and we're like, we're not seeing anything. The burned site and the unburned site are the same. And then during snowmelt, so around May, we see this flash of difference. And so what was happening is that during that hydrologic connectivity between the upland environment and the river, we actually see this kind of influence of wildfire that's really showing up in the system.
It's not just wildfires. Researchers are also looking at what happens when a river runs dry and then fills up again, something they call intermittency.
Most rivers in the world go dry at least 1 day a year. Part of where the project is going is looking at cumulative disturbances, so not only wildfires in isolation or river intermittency in isolation, but together, and how the two of them affect the landscape.
One of the wonderful things about the research being done at PNNL is this data specifically about what's going on in the rivers is being shared online for free for anyone to use. We've linked to that over on our website. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, WSU Gear Up students got a look around the Washington State University IREC in Prosser. What kinds of hands-on agriculture presentations the students got to take part in, that's coming up. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
And the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Dole bananas just 38 cents a pound. Cosmic Crisp apples just 68 cents a pound. And whole sweet cantaloupe 48 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting them to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Are you ready for some spring fishing?
We do regular brook trout, we do brown trout, and we also do some tiger trout.
Visit a hatchery where many Washington lakes get trout. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Something's happening to me.
From American Horror Story, Emma Roberts.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Hope everyone had a fantastic Easter weekend. If you do celebrate, either way, if you do or you didn't, the weather was beautiful out there all across the region. We saw highs in the 60s area wide. And let's take a look at our average for the first and last day of April. Since today is April 1st, no, this is no April Fools here. We do have an average high today of 63 degrees, an average low of 37. By the end of the month, look how much our average high jumps. Almost 10 degrees. It jumps to 72, and our average low only a few degrees higher, 41 degrees. And our average monthly precipitation, 66 hundredths of an inch, similar to what we typically see during the month of March. And March was a little bit drier for many locations here across the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures this morning in the 30s and 40s. We do have some clouds moving in from the north, so we're at 47 now in Tri-Cities, 46 rather at Hanford, 46 Connell, 47 Walla Walla, a little bit colder in Pendleton and Hermiston, mid to upper 30s there, and a little bit colder in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys with temperatures in the 30s. So you will definitely need that heavier coat this morning, but then you can shed those layers this afternoon. High pressure firmly in control. You could see those clouds moving in from the north and northwest, just some higher level clouds expected today. Lots of sunshine, so this area of high pressure will keep us warm and dry today. Tomorrow as well. In fact, that high is right on top of us tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the warmest day out of the next 7, and tomorrow will actually be our last warm day because we're watching our next storm system offshore. You can see that big dip in the jet stream. This means we're seeing a pattern change. By Wednesday, rain chances will be returning, and as this upper level system swings in, our rain chances will stay with us through the end of the work week. As we go through this afternoon, we're looking at high temperatures in the low and middle 70s for many of us, 72 in Tri-Cities, 71 in Hermiston, 72 Prosser, 72 in Yakima, mid and upper 60s along the foothills of the Blues. So holding on to those 60s, but by tomorrow, I think everyone will be in the 70s. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, chilly once again. This is what typically happens during the springtime. We get these chilly mornings, but then very warm afternoons. So you kind of need to have a big closet this time of year. Tomorrow afternoon, near record warmth. Look at these numbers, 80 in Tri-Cities, 80 in Prosser, 77 in Walla Walla, finally making it into the 70s along the foothills of the Blues. You've been holding out. 78 degrees in Yakima, 81 in Toppenish. Now, we've already seen our first 80-degree day in Tri-Cities. We could hit 80 again tomorrow. Record to beat is 82. That's a long-standing record, 1908. So it'll be close. Yakima, 78 degrees, close to that record high of 80 set back in 1992. Walla Walla, 77, record to beat, 83. That'll probably remain on the safe side. And Hermiston, you'll have the best chance of breaking your record. Forecasting 79, the record to beat, 77 degrees. So feeling more like springtime here across the region today and tomorrow. Enjoy it because the colder weather, it's not far away. 62 on Wednesday with a few showers, better chances for more scattered activity Thursday and Friday with temperatures in the 50s in the Tri-Cities. Yakima 72 today, 78 tomorrow, upper 50s on Wednesday, and then those 50s, low and middle 50s return Thursday, Friday. Walla Walla, foothills of the Blues, you'll finally get into the 70s tomorrow, and then you'll have the best chance for scattered rain showers Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Chilly too, with highs only around 50 on the dot Thursday, Friday. Hermiston close to 80 tomorrow, then we drop to 59 on Wednesday with those rain chances continuing Thursday and Friday. Riley?
Thank you, Tiffany. The Washington State University Integrated Agriculture Research and Extension Center in Prosser hosted Gear Up students from several Benton County high schools last week. It was an engaging experience with hands-on interactive presentations done by program partners and grad students, and I joined the students along for that tour.
Staff at the WSU IREC introduced high schoolers to a world of agriculture they may not be familiar with. Shagun Akinbade is the Fruit Tree Certification Program Coordinator for Washington State, working at the WSU Integrated Agriculture Research and Extension Center in Prosser. He says agriculture isn't just the work done outside.
But there are other aspects of agriculture that the students might want to work in future. So this is an avenue for us to kind of showcase what we do to stir up interest in those students.
Students learned a bit about where those products come from.
When they go to grocery store to buy, say, apple, for instance, there are so many things that goes into producing those apple fruit trees. So those are the things that we are kind of, exposing them to so that they are aware that it's not just planting trees and plugging your apples, but there are so many other background things, before you have your final product.
21 students from Columbia, Kiona-Benton, Riverview, and Prosser High Schools, along with staff, were introduced to several of the different programs going on at the Research Center. Researchers got a chance to shine and create engaging and educational demonstrations. Research partners with the Washington State Department of Agriculture presented about nematology and how produce gets to store shelves. Ag WeatherNet brought out top-of-the-line equipment used at weather stations. The Precision Ag group showed off their drones. And students got the chance to get involved in the Fruit Lab with a cherry breeding demonstration.
In fact, one of them was actually telling me that he would like to kind of work in this field, and so it's also an avenue again for me to let them know that they are always welcome to come in and apply.
In Prosser, Riley Fitzgerald, Apple Valley News Now. Akinbade says there are also mentoring programs for students every year. He says this year positions have been filled, but the faculty looks forward to more students applying next year. You can find more information about tours of the WSU Integrated Agricultural Research and Extension Center on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, millions of people who used AT&T from 2019 and earlier may have been affected by a data breach over the weekend. What to do if you may have been affected.
No! How did you get in here again? How'd you get in here? Gorilla Insulating Foam Seal. Of course.
Insulate and fill gaps and cracks to keep out air, moisture, and pests. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Deal for your whole body?
That actually works.
How do they do it?
Native combines the best of nature with the best of science to make a deodorant spray with naturally derived ingredients that fights odor at the source and is clinically proven to keep stank at bay. All day.
Freeze, TBI!
These threats were targeted at you. What are you hiding?
Leave this alone.
New Will Trent, Tuesday on ABC.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Native Americans serve in the military at a higher percentage than any other group. My name is Stephanie Stoops. I'm a Navy veteran. I'm enrolled in the Kalispel tribe. I always knew that I was depressed. Even the thought of opening up to anybody is so scary, but it's so necessary. Healing from traumatic experiences has allowed me to actually explore who am I, because I actually like me.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock, but box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington is holding an Air Miles drive to help grant wishes to local children with critical illnesses. Alaska Airlines will match a portion of the Alaska donations to jumpstart the campaign, and McCurley dealerships want to help get the word out to Eastern Washington.
Next ET, only we're in France for a VIP tour of Vanderpump Villa. Plus, meet the sexy staff. Very entertaining.
Well, entertaining isn't always the word I would use.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Fly the Northwest over a state fish hatchery. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
This morning in consumer news, protect your private information now. That's the advice from experts if you're involved in the massive AT&T data breach announced over the weekend. AT&T says it's investigating how information from 73 million customers got onto the dark web. The breach appears to involve data from 2019 or earlier, and if you think you've been hacked, experts say 1. Reset your password, 2. Ask a credit reporting agency to put a fraud alert on your account, and 3. Consider a credit freeze to block someone from opening a credit card in your name. U.S. taxpayers are leaving more than $1 billion blowing in the wind. The IRS says about 940,000 people in the U.S. haven't submitted tax returns for unclaimed refunds for the 2020 tax year. That breaks down to roughly $932 per refund. The deadline is May 17th. Taxpayers usually have 3 years to file and claim their refund. After that, it goes into Uncle Sam's wallet. And for those who need to file, the IRS advises people to get the relevant forms from their employers or go to irs.gov. Nobody won Saturday night's Powerball drawing, sending the jackpot to nearly $1 billion in time for April Fool's Day. Tonight's drawing is estimated to win someone $975 million with a cash value of $471 million. While no one won the big jackpot, at least 4 people last night matched numbers to win $1 million. Saturday marked 38 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a Washington mom has been arrested in the death investigation of a 4-year-old boy. New details have been released on what led up to her arrest. And the Idaho man accused of killing his ex-wife and 2 children is set to appear in court today. Details coming up.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
You're going to Hollywood.
Watch tonight at 8 on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? Oh God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. Save more store-wide on everything you need for spring and more at Bi-Mart. Northwest employee-owned for 20 years.
It's the sale that took the country by storm. Denver Mattress presents the smash hit Spring into Savings with fan favorites like
Sealy Comfort for me and better sleep too. And don't forget a free gift for you. Save up to $150.
That's the athlete's toy.
Get 4 years now into financing.
I'm chip free.
That's a 365 guarantee.
But don't wait, Spring into Savings at Denver Mattress ends soon.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Springtime in the Northwest, a great time to get outdoors. But a pop-up rain shower or blowing dust can change your plans.
No matter where you live in our part of the Northwest, trust Stacy Lee and Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Always on your side.
Next extra, Colin Farrell is a private eye facing his demons. Does his new show get a thumbs up from his toughest critics, his kids?
I know that they've said they're tired of seeing you play these bad guys.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, new details have been released on what led up to the arrest of the mother of a 4-year-old boy found dead last week. And friends of the victims who were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge when it collapsed last week are speaking about how it could have been them, how they're honoring their fallen friends. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Riley Fitzgerald. It's Monday, April 1st, 2024. Let's check in right away with your meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what can we expect as we're waking up this morning?
It's a little bit on the chilly side, Riley, but a beautiful Monday in the forecast on this first day of April. A great day. I know a lot of the kids have some time off this week for spring break, so a great day to let the kids play outside, maybe take them to an area playground. Sun in the process of rising. We're a couple minutes away from the official sunrise here in Richland. This is what it looks like out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam. Trees starting to bloom there, as is everything this time of year. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. We do have more 40s than 30s, though. 47 Walla Walla, 47 in Tri-Cities, 46 Connell, 36 in Hermiston, 38 in Prosser, and 35 degrees in Yakima. So you'll still need that jacket this morning as you head off to work, and grab the sunglasses because we will see wall-to-wall sunshine from start to finish. High temperatures today climbing into the 50s or 60s rather around lunchtime. We'll be in the 50s by 10 o'clock this morning, so 60s around lunchtime, and then lower 70s for high temperatures as you're heading home from work. And if you like the warm weather, you're really going to love tomorrow. But then we have some big changes in the forecast. We'll talk about rain chances, your pollen forecast, and when those temperatures drop back down into the 50s coming up in a bit. Riley, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. If you want an inside look at how the fire department promotions are determined, the Pasco Fire Department is looking for committed volunteers to serve as role players. Role players are needed in the upcoming promotional assessments. Participation is going to directly impact the selection of the city's next fire lieutenants and captains. The department needs 3 fire lieutenant and 3 fire captain role players later this month. To partake, you must be available for the entire duration of the assessment you're participating in, and that would be April 23rd and 24th for 3 fire lieutenants and April 25th for 3 fire captains. And the City of Pasco is looking for community members to join boards and commissions. Here's the opportunities. The city is looking for a member for the Loft Board. That term lasts until October 21st, 2025. You must be a City of Pasco resident to apply. The city is looking for 3 members for its Arts and Culture Commission, 1 community member, and 2 art professionals. That term expires January 1st, 2028. And the city has a spot open on its Housing Authority Board. That term lasts until January 28th, 2025. And last, the city is looking for community members for its Hapo Center Advisory Board. It's an unexpired term that lasts until July 1st, 2025. According to the City of Richland, Richland Fire and Emergency Services has trained almost 34,000 people in hands-only CPR. The next class the city is offering is on May 16th at 6 or 7 p.m. You can find information on how to register at heartsaferichland.com. People can also inquire about hosting your own class with a group or as an organization on that website. In Snohomish County, new details have been released in the death of a 4-year-old Washington boy. His body was found along I-5 March 28th. Reporter Cornelius Hawker says authorities have now arrested his mother.
Authorities believe this is video of Janet Garcia last Wednesday down in Ridgefield, Washington. The same day, her family in Everett reported Adiel Garcia as missing. According to court documents, a Clark County Sheriff's deputy responded to a call from someone who did not want Janet at their home. Everett police had already contacted the Clark County Sheriff's Office about the situation. While the deputy interviewed Janet, it was noted there was blood on her shoes and her shirt. She told the deputy her son had fallen out of bed that morning. She tried to take him to the hospital, but the wait was too long. So she left and dropped him off with a friend in Seattle before coming to Ridgefield to get alcohol treatment. She willingly went to the Clark County Sheriff's Office where, according to them, she gave an inconsistent and difficult to follow statement, but insisted Adiel had fallen out of bed and hit his head on the floor. Janet had been staying with a friend in Everett. That friend told law enforcement they came home Wednesday morning and found a lot of blood, but no Janet or Adiel. On Thursday, around 6 p.m., Washington State Patrol sent out an emergency alert to everyone's phone to be on the lookout for Adiel. But by that time, it was too late. Shortly after the alert went out, authorities found Adiel's body along I-5 in Pierce County. On Friday, Janet Garcia was transferred from Clark County to the Snohomish County Jail and booked on 3 charges: first and second-degree murder and assault of a child in the first degree.
Janet Garcia's mother filed a petition for emergency guardianship of Adiel on March 25th, just days before his body was found. She told the court she was afraid her daughter would harm Adiel due to her struggle with alcohol and drug abuse. The man accused of killing his first wife and 2 children in Idaho is set to appear in court today. Chad Daybell, husband of Idaho doomsday mom Lori Vallow Daybell, faces 3 counts of first-degree murder for his ex-wife Tammy Daybell and their 2 children, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old JJ Vallow. In July 2023, Lori Vallow Daybell was found guilty on all the charges related to the murder of the 2 children, as well as conspiracy to murder Daybell's ex-wife. She was sentenced to life in prison. Chad Daybell's trial will be held in Boise, again starting today, and he faces the death penalty if convicted. Crews are opening an alternate channel near the collapsed Key Bridge in Maryland, while people took the time on Easter Sunday to reflect on the 6 workers presumed to have died after the bridge fell. Janae Reese has the story.
Most people know William Navas as Abraham. Most days you may find him here at Epic Church playing the keyboard, though Easter Sunday feels heavier than it ever has.
It's not easy to think about it.
It's been a few days since he learned his friends, including Miguel Luna, were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge when it collapsed Tuesday morning.
It could have been one of us.
Navas says he's in contact with the survivors and victims' families, describing the moments they told him the bridge was hit and they fell into the water.
What happened in the water, even the guy, one of the guys that got there, he didn't even know how to swim.
He says they were minutes away from the end of their shift.
And then all that happened, all he remembers is going down in the car, and then all the water just, like, he just felt like he was floating all of a sudden. And then he opened the window, he couldn't swim, he just held on to some concrete stuff until he got rescued. He couldn't swim.
Navas says he feels for them because he used to work on the bridge doing the same job they did.
I don't work there now, but I work there, so I know the feeling. Even if there's no accidents, it's horrible to work there because of the wind, because of the weather.
As he holds back tears while telling their stories, Navas is reminded of the comfort his church and pastors are providing.
But we want to stand united with our city. We want to stand united with our first responders that are working so hard and tirelessly to rescue those bodies, to reopen the port so the jobs can start up again.
They prayed, collected donations, and a church offering to directly help his friends and all the victims.
We want to honor them, but we also want to support the families.
Dorleen Monio Castillo, Cabrera, Jose Lopez.
And as their names are read out loud, they are reminded their faith is strong.
Make a commitment with God. Always be kind to everyone and their job or everywhere, because you never know when it's time to go.
Crews are working on removing the steel and concrete from the fallen bridge. The vessel is tangled in 3,000 to 4,000 tons of debris, according to ABC News. Police are looking for Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice in an investigation of a crash. It happened Saturday in Dallas. Law enforcement officials say a car believed to be registered or leased to Rice was involved. A Dallas police spokesperson says a driver in a Corvette and a driver in a Lamborghini were speeding and both lost control of their cars. The Lambo hit the median wall and caused a chain reaction crash involving 4 other cars. That spokesperson says the people in the Lamborghini and the Corvette ran from the crash site. 4 people had minor injuries, including 2 who were taken to the hospital. It's not clear yet whether Rice is facing charges. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Beyonce is breaking records. Who's surprised? The singer's new country album is not only breaking some of her own records, but some streaming records too. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
April is Home Run Riches Month at Legends Casino Hotel, where you're guaranteed $1,000 just for stepping up to the plate, with a chance to round the bases for 10 grand. Just play with your Legends Rewards card, and you could be called a pinch hit on Thursdays and win thousands of dollars. You don't even need a complicated contract or sleazy agent to bet on our team. Hey, better, swing better. Come play Home Run Riches all April long at Legends Casino Hotel.
Want to drive?
Really?
Most of us agree our roads are safer when we put away our phones. But we still have some people to reach. So spread the message. And set the example. Because that's how we make the road a safer place for you and your loved ones. Together, we get there.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Are you ready for some spring fishing?
We do regular brook trout, we do brown trout, and we also do some tiger trout.
Visit a hatchery where many Washington lakes get trout. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
In here. Next live. Something's happening to me. From American Horror Story, Emma Roberts.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Movie and music news now. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
16 carriages driving away.
Beyonce's country album is breaking records. Cowboy Carter is Spotify's most streamed album in a single day so far this year. On Amazon Music, it earned the most first-day streams for a country album by a female artist in the platform's history, and more first-day streams globally than any previous Beyonce album.
This is a natural progression, you know.
Dennis Quaid is an icon. The veteran actor is set to receive the Cinema Icon Award at this year's CinemaCon, the annual convention of the National Association of Theater Owners. He'll be honored April 11th at a ceremony in Las Vegas. Prepare for Fridays to get even freakier. Golden Globe winner Nisha Ganatra is set to direct Freaky Friday 2. And Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, the stars of the 2003 film, are in talks to return for the sequel. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, some nice days ahead, but we're going to see more changes for rain this week. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona breaks it all down in your first alert full forecast. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We'll be right back.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
What are the questions every couple should ask and answer before jumping into marriage, owning a home, and having children? This morning on GMA. Oh yeah, we're going there. Before you take the leap. This morning on Good Morning America.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bath Fitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bath Fitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Our new orthopedic regenerative medicine clinic with Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now offering a variety of treatments, including platelet-rich plasma injections to enhance injury recovery, promote healing, and treat pain associated with early osteoarthritis. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Fly the Northwest over a state fish hatchery. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Hopefully you enjoyed the nice weather this past weekend. If you did, well, it gets even warmer today and tomorrow. But it's April 1st. Let's talk about averages for the Tri-Cities. Our average high today, 63 degrees. Our average low, 37. By the end of the month, our average high jumps almost 10 degrees up to 72. And our average low rises a few degrees up to about 41. So today will actually feel like it's more like the end of the month of April because of how warm we're going to be. Precipitation, it looks like rain averages out just above a ½ an inch. The sun is up. It's a beautiful start to the Monday. Just a few high and mid-level clouds out there, but look at those trees really starting to bloom as we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. Our temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. We're at 36 in Hermiston, 39 in Pendleton, but look at Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Connell, and Hanford. We're in the mid to upper 40s. Not a bad start there. 37 in Prosser and 35 in Yakima. So either way you split it, you will need the jacket early this morning, but then you can ditch it this afternoon. High pressure firmly in control. You can see these clouds rotating around that area of high pressure. So these clouds are moving in from the north and northwest, but they're just some mid and high level clouds. Nothing that's going to bring us any rain. In fact, we're going to keep it warm and dry today thanks to that area of high pressure. Now, high pressure is going to be directly overhead tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the warmest day of the week. It'll be our last warm day because look at that storm system offshore. Not too far away. That will actually move closer to the coast as we head into tomorrow. So tomorrow, our rain chances return. And as this system pivots into the Pacific Northwest, that'll keep the chance for rain in the forecast by the middle to end of the work week. So enjoy the weather we have today. In fact, get the kids outside. Look at these highs. Lower 70s, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, 72 in Prosser, 72 in Yakima, mid and upper 60s along the foothills of the Blues. Not bad, but a little bit cooler there, 68 degrees in Walla Walla. Tonight, we're mainly clear. We're back down into the upper 30s and lower 40s. And tomorrow afternoon, it gets even warmer. We're going to be close to record highs tomorrow in many locations. We're going 80 in Tri-Cities, 80 in Prosser, 81 in Hanford, 78 in Yakima, and finally, Walla Walla, Dayton, Pendleton. You should finally crack those 70s, mid to upper 70s for you tomorrow. Now, with the warmer weather, we have those trees starting to bloom, flowers starting to bloom, but right now the predominant pollen is tree pollen. And the pollen levels will remain in that high category today, tomorrow, Wednesday. And then as those rain chances start to go up in that extended forecast, we may get some relief, which is good news. But until then, just have those medications ready to go if you're allergic to tree pollen. 7-day planning forecast showing that tomorrow is our warmest day, like I mentioned. Few showers possible on Wednesday, but look at that temperature drop. You're going to feel it. We go from 70s today, 80 tomorrow to 50s Thursday and Friday, and then 60s back as we head into the weekend. Yakima 72 today, 78 tomorrow, 58 with clouds on Wednesday, and then a few showers possible Thursday and Friday night, looking like a washout. We do have better chances for more widespread rain across Walla Walla and foothills of the Blues, so that's why those rain chances are a bit higher Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Much colder. We go from the 70s tomorrow down to near 50 Thursday and Friday. Hermiston 71 today, 79 tomorrow, and then turning cooler as we have those 50s and rain chances returning Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Riley?
Thank you, Tiffany. The Gonzaga Bulldogs NCAA tournament run has come to an end. Both the women's and men's teams are out as of Friday after the men fell to Purdue and the women to Texas. But Washington State University's women's basketball is still in the game in the Women's Basketball Invitation Tournament. Number 1 seeded Wazoo won Thursday against Toledo. They take on number 4 seeded Illinois today at 2 o'clock in the semifinal for the WBIT at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse at Butler University in Indianapolis. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
When we sue companies to get money back that we can then return to consumers, and also to bring civil penalties that we hope will deter fraudsters.
The FTC cracking down on costly imposter scams like this one. Ken Dela Cruz says in January, he received this text message from a number claiming to be his bank.
I get a call from my bank saying that there's some fraudulent activities. They wanted to help me stop it.
A scammer pretending to be his bank managed to transfer $1,500 out of Ken's account and obtain an online $4,000 personal loan. And coming up at 7 a.m., the tips you need to know to keep your personal information and money safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
If you have wet AMD, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting Eylea HD could significantly improve your vision and can help you go up to 4 months between treatments. If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to Eylea HD, don't use. Eye injections like Eylea HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There's an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on Eylea or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about Eylea HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. The Kennewick Fire Department has released more details in an apartment fire that happened Friday. It happened just before 3 p.m. at the Kent Manor apartment complex on 5th Avenue. When crews got to the scene, they found the sprinkler system putting out a kitchen fire. A few of the apartments were left damaged by the water flow, and fire officials say at least 24 people were left without their homes. The Red Cross was called in to help people who needed housing and supplies. According to the City of Richland, Richland Fire and Emergency Services has trained almost 34,000 people in hands-only CPR. The next class the city is offering is on May 16th at 6 or 7 p.m. You can find information on how to register at heartsaferichland.com. People can also inquire on that website about hosting your own class with a group or as an organization. WashDOT is planning to close the eastbound ramp from I-182 to northbound 395 in Pasco for roadway repairs. They'll also be closing the ramp from 395 northbound to I-182 westbound. That's scheduled for today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. There will be detours in place, but if you have to drive through that area, you will need to plan for those delays. The city of Umatilla revealed plans for its new pedestrian bridge. The $6 million project is replacing the previous bridge destroyed by floods in 2019 and 2020. The bridge is funded by FEMA, the city, and Oregon's Special Public Works Grant Fund. In-water work starts May 6th, and the city says community members can expect to see a lot of construction in the area during spring and early summer. It's expected to be done by the end of the year. The city of Ellensburg broke ground this weekend on Unity Park, a new half-acre gathering space at 4th and Pearl Street. It's located at the former Rotary Pavilion site, which has hosted community events and activities for 40 years. The new park will have open turf area, a performance stage, public restrooms, tables, and chairs. The city is hoping the park will be open by early August. The Zilla community is celebrating what the city calls the future of the city's business scene. The Parkway Plaza is a new development that hopes to bridge the gap between Interstate 82 and the Vintage Valley Parkway as a hub for commerce. It's set on the recently completed 3-mile-long Vintage Valley Parkway. The Parkway Plaza totals 15,000 feet and promises a mix of retail stores, restaurants, and professional office spaces. Let's check in with Tiffany.
Good morning. We are starting off mostly sunny this morning. Look at those mid and high level clouds creating a beautiful sunrise. Sun is already up and we will see plenty of it today, but we do have these mid and high level clouds streaming through right now. Now, temperatures are down into the 30s and 40s, so they have come up because of this cloud cover, which is good. 47 in Tri-Cities, 46 Connell, 47 Walla Walla, 39 in Pendleton, 44 in Toppenish, and now we're at 36 in Yakima. You can see that number changing as we speak, 37 in Prosser. Today, look for highs in the lower 70s for many of us, upper 60s in Walla Walla, Dayton, Pendleton, along the foothills of the Blues. Tomorrow will be the warmest day out of the next 7. 80 tomorrow will be close to record highs. Then we start to cool things down. We'll see a pattern change and rain chances return Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yakima 72 today, 78 tomorrow. We're dry on Wednesday with a chance for showers. And then it looks like we'll have better chances for rain along the foothills of the Blues, including Walla Walla, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Riley?
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Your local news is back tonight at 5 o'clock, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Have a fantastic Monday.